We are live. So I'll say indeed. And greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. Thank you so much, seriously, for finding yourself here in another conscious evolution. Today's stream topic is about working hard to hide your light. Specifically, kind of going down the rabbit hole of masks, of pretending you're something else, of having to hide, literally, who you are from the world, and how exhausting that can be, right? And it's, I don't know, at least to me, sounds like it's a no brainer that we should let go of all of that hard work in order to hide ourselves. Easier said than done, obviously, but that does seem to be the topic for the day. Thank you, dear friends. One on time, Naren. It's nice having you here, Brother Bear, sending you blessings. Good morning, you animals of substance and grandeur. Good morning to you, Brother Bear. Always a dear, dear pleasure having you here. I did vape a little bit of lemon pudding. Found a little stray nug that I had left of it. It really is nice and kind, strong. And I did want to vape it before I started today's stream with the intention of again melting. It is blazing here in South Africa again today in Halities. It is beautiful, but it is one of those days where you feel yourself uncomfortable in your own skin. And setting down, setting up for the stream, especially doing the yoga in this heat, it is a challenge. So I'm here with you, friends, now for this calm, for this moment to see if I can figure out how to stop hiding my light. Whatever that means. Alright. Whatever that means. Maybe maybe it's a willingness to share things. Right? Maybe it's a willingness to be vulnerable. Maybe it's a willingness to be seen in general. Right? Light is something that we use to see with, after all. So if I'm working hard to hide my light, it could look as simple as just not going out. Right? Could look as simple as just not being seen by other people. Is that right? Because weirdly enough, I find myself now having created a paradox in my own mind of one, it being exhausting, hiding your light. Two, hiding your light can look like staying home and never seeing anybody else. And then three, you have to go and let people see you, which sounds again like work, which sounds like it could be exhausting. But I feel like this is where at least the lesson is supposed to come in, is the energy we gain from those external systems. At least we're capable of gaining energy from those systems. I know there are introverts and extroverts, and I do believe we're all on a spectrum thereof, right? I consider myself technically, by nature, an introvert. And then I got good, literally, at being an extrovert because I realized that when I was in the external world, that is what was expected of me, or at least that is what people want to see. And then when I'm by myself, I get to be less bright, weirdly enough. How about that? How about that, right? And it's not, again, right? Maybe I'm tripping myself out again of the whole paradox loop. It's not like it's hard work being by yourself in and of itself, right? I'm thinking about the whole meditation fractal. Like, it is hard work, technically, meditating. And that is kind of the act of being with yourself. And there's a lot of light in that experience, which is very interesting as well. Maybe I'm supposed. Maybe today's stream topic isn't supposed to be this or that kind of topic, but a balance kind of topic. That I need both. I need more of the other. I need more of the meditation and like looking inward instead of the fractal again as well. Yeah. Yeah. Stream lesson crystallized. I do not have any interwebs right now, so chat is here. Sorry for touching your face every now and then. Hope you don't mind. It's going to be 23 degrees Celsius tomorrow and minus 3 Celsius tomorrow night. That does seem like a wild ride, bro. Like, most I can expect of a shift is like 10 degrees Celsius from midday to night kind of vibe. That is kind of wild. I can't even do no. Can't even imagine. There's a lot of emphasis in this world to not be extra, to make everyone comfortable, and what it ends up doing is stripping those who shine brightly of their individuality. I don't even know if it's a stripping of individuality. I want to say maybe the word caging in of individuality, right? Because the way I see it is that that light continues to shine. It's not stripped, right? It's not taken away from you. It continues to shine, just with societal pressures, with societal biases, the norms, the expectations. There are these layers upon layers of stuff that is put in front of or behind the light that is your essence, right? The light that you are here to shine, kind of vibe. So you get your light caged in, and then again, right? My whole life philosophy is melt more. So those layers can be melted. Those layers can be considered ego. Those layers can be considered personas, attachments, if you will. So I expel all negative energy from my being. Mm, nice. Ooh, that actually, ooh. Like after I thought about what I just said, I had this whole tingling sensation running up my brain and into my neurons. Okay. Morning, friends and fam. Morning, joy beeves and your blessings. Duck dad, yo, folks. It takes a lot of my energy to be me out in the world, so I mostly stay home. Yeah, you see? So again, I'm not trying to point fingers like this good and this bad, or vice versa, but both be good, right? We should do both sometimes. You did go out on that bird walk, Joy V, right? And that was effort. That was effort, surely. But you still got energy from that system, ultimately, right? At least I would like to believe. So those are the moments of balance that we find, right? And again, it for you it might look like going on a bird walk once a month and then spending the rest of your time indoors. As long as there is some sort of effort made to open your mind again to the sheer awe that is reality. Because again, like one of the things that I communicated to Christian a bunch, you know, and it was so clear to me every single time we exited this apartment, is that when we're in our apartment or in our house or in our mansion even, there is only so much roof space above us, right? And on some sort of psychic level, that caps our minds to believe that this is the room we have to work in. This is a little bit woo woo maybe, but this is the way that I see it. So as soon as you just by the act of walking outside, you might not even go onto the street. You might just walk out of your door and stand on your little balcony. What do you call that thing? Your stoop. We have a standing little stoop, and just look at the sky. Right. Instantly, it opens your mind. Like just creates a little bit more of like bandwidth of like, oh yeah, I'm really tiny, and there is a lot out there, like a lot, like so much, and it helps. Honey, baby duck. Did someone say baby ducks? Mel, did you go on a boat ride to let your screen to let your light be seen? I mean, I guess in part. I don't know if that was my reasoning for going. My reasoning for going was One, committing to a promise, right? Like we met with Tines. He told us about this party. He told us he would get us tickets. He did. And we were like, we will be there. And we went. And then again, right, from this perspective of letting our light shine, there was uh, there was an opportunity to do so in that environment. Like everyone there understands that all of us are unique in our own ways, and we celebrate that experience. Like the thing that I'm thinking about right now is how when we shine light together, those frequencies end up mixing and it creates new spectrums, right? Of feeling, of experience, of possibility. Maybe that's the most important one. I knew that's how to get Joe Burp here. Joy Beaver, Sam Lamma Jamma, Quacker Master, Nara 4K, Mr. Melton Moore, bless you. Even Luke, bless you too. I got out most weekends. I went to the yearly rummage sale on Saturday. I got some good stuff I absolutely do not need. Next weekend is Dude. That does sound fun. Sounds like a lot of fun. Maybe, maybe there's a certain level of attachment to that whole going to that store as well, right? Because you ended up, as you mentioned, buying a bunch of stuff that you didn't need, and that might not be what you intended. I'm trying to think about like a whole fractal of not spending money, but I get it, right? Like I do get it. I feel like I have a little bit more restraint. Like for instance, that little leather bag I got myself at that place called the Heart Market, right? So nice, so like all of this stuff is so cute. All of it's handmade by people, you know, and then they basically have like little stalls where you can pick some stuff. And I got to support someone's work, but the first time we walked through there, the only thing we really bought was some confectionery, right? But there was money spent, and when I went there again, money spent again. So even though it is a nice outing, it does form an association loop. Fortunately, and this is where I take solace, the association I've been trying to make is just deep gratitude for you, friends. All right. Every single time I find myself in a position where I can buy food or buy myself a leather bag, I'm like, wow. Literally 3 years ago, this was not even possible. None of it. Not me being there in that moment, not me having the money to spend, not me having stuff to put in the bag in the first place. Right, it's kind of surreal. So thank you again for helping my light shine. Yeah, yeah, right back. Love is true. Can I hear as well? Or is LA? Yeah, you dear friend. More like Naren 420p. Haven't been active here. It's okay, bro. We have the rest of our lives ahead of us, man. And our ability to be active, our bandwidth to what we would consider activity, is going to only increase. So take your time, experience what it's like to be a normal human for a little bit more, because it is going to change. I I feel like the last few days, especially on that whole boat thing, one of the lessons, even though I had the whole make your own waves fractal, even though that one did end up paradoxing itself a little bit as well. One of the things that I really felt very, very cold to at some point was watching the sunset, and we were on our way back to the dock, and I could feel that we were on our way back to the dock, right? Like there was this genuine sense of, okay, you had this fun, you had these conversations, you had this opportunity to dance to a DJ friend's music, right? Like there was that experience of, yes, I had a good time here, and then I was sitting on the tube looking at the sunset, and I was like, hey, dude, yeah, you're having a good time or whatever, but how about you really take a moment to be present and acknowledge that this experience will soon be over, and everything you have left of this experience will be memories. And it was almost like I was trying to like tune my neurons, like my focus, like trying to like focus presence even harder. I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to be done. Maybe that's straining my consciousness. Maybe I'm supposed to stay soft, right? Like the Buddha with his squinty eyes and soft smile or whatever. Daddy Charlene is back. Okay. I had so much restraint. I did not go into the book section. I have so many books right now. I didn't think there'd ever be a limit to books. But yeah, there's a limit. It feels good to buy used though. Yeah, Tani Charlene has a little bit of a book thing, but more a DVD thing. She buys DVDs for like 15 rand a pop. And you're like, 15 rand, that's probably like a bunch of money, right? 15 high number? No. 15 rand is like 75 cents. So she has that whole like book casing with like multiple layers, alphabetically stacked, uh, with DVDs. Some of them, I mean, like I saw some of them being a little bit higher for like 60 rand. So that's like maybe $3. But yeah, also used DVDs kind of vibe. Have you shared your bookshelf? That's how I feel about board games. Do share your bookshelf, please. We would like to see a photo. We brought home 20 books for $4 from the library book sale Saturday. Nice. You're taking me back to an experience where we also had a library book sale at our school, and I bought a book in South African currency for something like 50 cents, right? What's that? I don't even know how I convert that. It would be 1/40th of a dollar for a book that I paid. Right? I could own an object for 1/40th of a dollar. We're getting another router here. Maybe we'll have a little bit better internet. Hey, Bojo is here. Bless you. It's nice having you, bro. I got many bookshelves. Take photos of all of them so we can triangulate your position. There's doggos coming outside. They're being called back. Naren says, I have about 400 DVDs but no player, but I take them with me whenever I move into a new place. Weirdly enough, Naren, I have 10 books. Like, I really respect that you have all of those DVDs. And since we've been here and we haven't had internet, right? Like, we've already used up all of our mobile data. I'm on like my last legs. I've been buying new because of you friends at least, right? But it's been kind of rough. So we've been watching DVDs primarily. So might be a nice added thing to have, right? Extra fractal if the internet is not available. We were talking about that earlier. Zana would be proud. 400 DVDs. That's our Rada DVDs, right? I have bookshelves in every room of the house except the bathrooms. Missed opportunity, Louisiana. Right, right. Life is beautiful, Connor. Yes, it is. Thank you for making it so to swallow the bear by sharing your life, man. This week has been a trip. You want to tell us about it, Connor? Have you been showing up with the work? Have you been doing the things that are necessary of you? I'm wishing we switched to DVDs. I hate the digital that we don't own. I mean, if buying isn't owning, then going on the high seas isn't stealing, right? Right? At least you know the freedom believer in me believes that people try to exploit our fellow human beings. PlayStation is the DVD player. It is a good one at that, right? It's a Blu-ray player even. Our 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 PlayStation 3 was also our DVD player for a long time. I probably shouldn't show you. I don't think YouTube likes it that much. Alcohol is okay apparently, but not little mountains of green it seems, but still. A little Christmas tree, like a little model Christmas tree that I just showed you. Isn't it nice? I'm going to build a little scene and then frolic amongst. Mm, whoa, did I just suddenly got a bunch of comments all at the same time? Let me see if I can get my stuff a little bit more. Amazon decided to just remove a movie we bought. It burned my onion. Well, I do have the Farmer's Almanacs in the bathroom drawers. Almanacs? Farmer's Almanacs. That's the new word. The reason I have a combination DVD slash VCR. I'm the same, Naren. I have maybe 20 VHSs. I don't watch them, but I'm damned if I'm gonna get rid of them. Hundreds of them are animated. Dad gifted me them as a kid. I collected 300 more. The only collection I have. That's beautiful. Wait, does my PS4 really have Blu-ray capability? I believe so. I think my PS3 had Blu-ray capability, so I think it should. Had some super real talks with my professor, friends, best friends, colleagues, brother, mother, father, enemies. Kind of an overwhelming experience of truth that I have been bottling up. Bless you, bro. You've been postponing that work. I'm happy that you're showing up for it. Did you do your own intervention? Nah, all separate talks throughout the week, but essentially yes. I've done some Dungeon Masters guys. Nah, yeah, right? I like how Giovanna's like, yeah, we're totally making, models right now. That's what's happening here. I'm gonna take a piece of my model and ensure that it is of adequate quality by testing it with the finest sensors we have. Me. At least the finest sensors I have. Myself. But I love that. Yes, we do. Connor, that sounds heavy, man. I hope you're processing it well. Connor has been through some shit, it seems. And he seems to handle it well enough. He keeps coming back for love, and that's as much as any of us can hope to do. Are you leaving? Axel, kom by sê voor jy gaan. Did anything they say surprise you? Manual monster might help you go when you can't go. True. I've been on the end of those, my youth. Very traumatic. How's the view? Feeling lighter. Thank you for asking those kind of questions. Yeah, tell us your state of being, having had all of those conversations. It's who I'm calling for moving night. And there might still be a few things happening. Let me see. But you should be open to watch movies from India. Dude, weirdly enough, Naren, I say that. I do want to watch movies from India with someone who has been watching movies from India and has had a deep love for movies from India. Right? I feel like that would be the best way. I watched RRR and I loved it so much. It's so ridiculous, but it is so cool. Superman. Totsies, Louise. Oh. It is 6
Happy birthday.
It's hard to know that in the cars.
Thank you for others.
Yes, welkom.
Lucky Friday.
Cheers, cheers. Veilig wees. Did the movies have fabulous dance numbers, Naren? Cause I'm in. Either fabulous dance numbers or epic fight scenes. Right. Fight scene where a dude goes one versus an army. Oh, well, maybe I should say more one versus a mob. Like a whole mob of people. Drags one of the crowd members out of the crowd to his commanding officer. Hardest core stuff. RRR is Telugu movie, the language I speak. It's alright. Not as popular as it should have been. Yeah, agreed, bro. It was so hardcore. Like they like imagine if there was like the India movie Fractal. Right? And there were a bunch of buttons you can press to like stimulate feeling and depth and experience, right? Like whoever had the controls of RRR knew what they were doing. They were like really smashing the buttons. It was so awesome. One day, dude. One day that will be the fractal we show up for. Those books are full of such good stuff. Do the movies have fabulous dance numbers? Bless. Naren, I would love it. We watch Mira the Royal Detective, Indian Girl cartoon, and I've never seen a proper Bollywood dance sesh, so I'm down. Bless. I weirdly enough, and this is one of those biases that I have, that I don't know if it's healthy necessarily. I don't know if I even articulated that sentence correctly. But I do see myself one day performing in a Bollywood dance sequence. I would, of course, want to have like a whole family of people dancing with me, right? But yeah, yeah, I want to do that. That looks so much fun. I've seen clips of that really popular Indian action dudes who look like an in shape 1950 male with a perfect mustache fighting a million dudes. Yeah. Little fisticuffs. I am trying. My family hit me the hardest when I talked, since I usually stay silent, even at my worst. But they are all just worried about me. That means, again, at least, that love is true. That's good. Yes, Joy. Indian cinema has three song formula as a norm. There we go, the fractal, right? How many languages do you speak, Naren? Hindi, Telugu, English I speak. Tamil I understand. You're right about pressing the right buttons about RRR filmmaker. Bang on. Love you, Naren. Looking forward to being able to make stuff like this with you as well, dude. I mean, maybe we'll do more of it Gen AI. I mean, a lot of RRR was CG as well, right? But Bollywood has been doing CG, I want to say aggressively for a very long time. So I think Bollywood is going to be one of the forerunners of like Gen AI as well. Well, Naren, what language do you dream in? Good question. I think most of my dreams are English these days. I wish I wasn't feeling wobble-bobbity. Wobbity-bobbity, but it definitely been building up from the 5 years in college, waiting to explode in a positive or negative direction. I think you taking the initiative and having conversations is the best thing you could have done for yourself in trying to steer it in a direction, right? Because the fractal of not talking about any of these things with any of your family members or loved ones or enemies or whatever, right? Versus doing that, in my mind, seems like a net positive, right, in the long term, because you're gonna grow from all of that perspective that you're getting, even if it might not be what you want, even more if you don't get what you think you want. Now, Connor, our lives seem so damn similar, bringing me back to my senior year of college. Film language, I dream and I can't help but cut and see things as camera angles. Yeah, and all of that, bro. Even when I watch movies these days, I'm like, how is that shot? That's a sexy shot. Nice. I like what they did there, right? The way they pull focus. Right, Joy? I love the questions. My dad language is Tagalog, but he dreams in English and he talks to our Filipino family in a mixture of both languages. So flippin' cool. Connor, you have some choices to make. It bodes well that you sought counsel with others. Exactly. I'm setting the intention right now to embrace the discomfort that come with conversations. Right? Especially when it comes to shining our light. That your light might be you saying something about yourself that you have been repressing. And showing up for that Not hiding that anymore. It is going to be hard in and of itself, but I think it's going to be less exhausting. Surely. Wait, surely right now. This little Christmas tree that I'm trying right now is called Peach OG. And I don't think there's any more I can say other than peach is a good description. Like peach of spice. Like maybe some cinnamony spice. Ah, embracing conversations. Thank you, universe. Let me see, let me see. Let me see if I actually have any new signal. Hey, Max!
Yeah.
Do you know that device's Wi-Fi password?
It's alright.
Do you know that device's password?
This one.
Mm.
Let's see here.
I have. Oh man, it was just 34. It just clicked over. But when I looked at it, it was 34. I have 34 and 44% on my screen right now. Dumb synchronicities. It's so hard for me to talk about this stuff. Like every person I talked to said I wish I didn't have to bullshit for 3 hours just to get the truth about what I need to say. I was scared of change. We're all scared of change with it. That's true. Thank you, Jovi. Fear of the unknown is super legit. 3 things are sure: uncertainty, pain, and relentless work. That's the lesson, right? Truth is light, love is truth. Connor, talking things out loud, or even in text, is super beneficial. It was to lay it out and process it. Hang in there and share your light, bounce it off other light, see what it becomes. You're a beautiful being, a beautiful light being. When I close my eyes, I already see today's 5 geometry flower.
The Wi-Fi password is still that whole thing.
Can I?
Yes, you will.
Thank you so much, man.
It hasn't been changed as far as it seems.
It's working.
I have not tried it yet. I should not.
Let's find out
That's
together.
so sorry. The question shall be answered.
Oh. Let's see. Testy, testy. Thank you, mate. Oh, well, that is not. Okay.
Is it on?
It's
Working?
pinging towers.
Or what?
Um. Okay, we're getting like 0.6 down.
Alright.
Gang, gang.
Nice.
1 meg. We're hitting 1 meg.
1 meg. It's getting there.
I mean, it's better than nothing. How much upload do we get?
4G at the moment.
1 meg up. It'll take me like 43 seconds to upload a flower. So, hey, weirdly enough, upload is faster than the download right now. So, we got like 2 meg up, dude. I accept. Thank you. Thank you, universe. Let's see if I can get a stream running so I can open the comments. You guys have also helped a lot in feeling like I don't need to feel guilty or alone for having these thoughts. The space and you friends have helped me become the person I am today. So much love to you too, bro. Love, 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 love. Jovi giving to. Fear of the unknown is what has kept us alive, my dude. Remember, you are safe now, and the decisions aren't dire and intense as the old meat computer makes it seem. The old meat computer. I'm just trying to hack into my meat computer and update my firmware. Are you doing yoga? Are you doing yoga? That might be a good way to start if you're trying to have input with this meat computer. Yoga is technically the input, right? And then meditation is like the user interface, and then you get to program yourself. And it does take time and it does take some effort, but you will enjoy it. I promise. It will help. Mm, all right. I feel it is time for us to pull a card. So I'll be right back, dear friends. Give me a moment. Let's make you taller again. Mm, mm. Sinking into this understanding with you. Yeah, so much. I love this true. It's nice seeing you, Kristen. All right, I'll pull a card. I'll do a reading. I'll play a drum. I'll say goodbye. Love is true. You think I gotta get a meat mind card? Meat mind, bro. Maybe you meant to say melt mind. Surely. Maybe it'll tell me some insight into how to move down. I'm getting very close to my 1 year anniversary of daily yoga with Mel. I find it hard to stick with things, so this is a big deal to me. Celebrating with you. You are so loved. Thank you, Louisiana, for showing up the way you have. All right, first card will be for. You know, I'm gonna pull a card from the other deck for you, Connor. Like that seems right. This is the deck, bro. Project all of your insecurities, all of your concerns, all of your questions, all of the things that you wonder about, doubts, guilts, and shames. Cast them all away, and let me pick a card for you, dear friend. This one. All right. Okay. Huh. Take a break. Isn't this the exact same card I pulled for you the last time you asked me? I'm pretty sure it is. I might be tripping, but this feels like it's the exact same card I pulled for you last time. So same message, bro. Like you're tripping out about finding yourself a new life or whatever, right? But have you considered taking a break? Doesn't have to be a long one. It just has to be a real one. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? A life's work, not a season. You have your life's work ahead of you. You can take a week for yourself. get off the treadmill. Mm, 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 mm. That's what. Mm, mm, mm. All right, all right, all right. 82. It's okay to take a break and enjoy your creations. To take a moment from your busy schedule to get off the treadmill of life. To appreciate and acknowledge all that you have created, achieved, released, or experienced before rushing on to the next thing. To be in the moment and enjoy where you are. You literally just finished your college, right? Like that is like a big deal. You need to you need to take a break and acknowledge what a big deal that is before you rush on to the next thing. To take a breath and recalibrate your mind, body, and spirit. To recalibrate, appreciate, and celebrate. To decide on what you really want to experience next. If you take a moment, you are not going to miss out. I did pull this card for you, the exact same card for you the last time, dude. That's trippy. Oh, that's tripping me out. Perhaps you have just completed a big project. Yeah, like finishing college. Manifested something significant in your life. Released an old way of being, or just been burning the candle at both ends. Now is the time to take some time out before rushing on to the next thing. You did it. Enjoy yourself and recalibrate. Go on vacation, book a massage, take long walks in nature, go away for a rejuvenating weekend to recharge and replenish. Take a break and take a breath. There you go, bro. You have been Oracle decked. Mel's gonna be so mad of all of suddenly a haze of dissociation washes over me. And my eyes can only see what I wanna see. What is happening? Man, I'm delicious. Are we talking about eating each other? What? What? Restart your computer. I metaphorical twist. The same card is crazy. So much love. Love you, bro. Alright. Final card. Which card are we gonna pull? I know which one I want to pull, but I don't know if it works that way. I can pretend that whatever one I pull is the one I wanted to pull. Oh wow! This is exactly the card I wanted. Cartoons is amazing. You got this card twice. The universe really trying to tell you something. Like going and having those conversations with all of those people as well. That was also a lot of work, I can imagine. That stuff is not easy to do. Yeah, we're still going. Yeah, this is the card though. This one. I felt it as soon as my finger touched it. Oh wow! Oh. This is gonna be a trip for both of us. Are you ready? Yeah. Together we fly. Together we fly. Together we shine our light. Alright? Literally the sun. Wham! In the middle of those two beautiful peoples. Hawks flanking them as well. The dragonfly at the bottom. Bananas! The fruits of life growing. Man. All the love, dog. Have yourself a good day. Bless you, dear friends. If you're going on your ways, Sending you blessings. Together we fly. I'm like melting a little bit right now. You might notice. This just feels very right. Okay, it's making me feel a little bit woozy even. Like I'm receiving waves. There technically is informational patterns in the background of that. I don't know if you can see it. You see them informational patterns? There is information coded into this imagery. What does it mean? What is it doing to our beings? You ready to know what that card symbolizes? What Francine wrote? Let's see. Growth and freedom are the core meanings of this card. Alright, today's stream topic was about letting your light shine. Not doing work to hide your light, but instead doing work to free yourself from hiding your light. Alright? Embedded within this card is the beautiful geometry that was created by the crop circle makers in Great Britain in 2005. It is reminiscent of ancient stone glyphs and suggests a code that, if carefully calibrated, may unlock potential and accelerate growth. The magical couple holds hands as they take wing and soar above a green, lush tropical environment. Growth is all around them, embracing and nourishing their shared vision of expansive freedom within sacred union. By joining together in this freedom flight, they amplify their individual potentials and grow beyond the bounds of conventional relationship to a place of resonance with all of creation. Two hawks act as guides in flight and far-sighted awareness. The dragonfly reminds them not to get caught up in illusion. This card asks you to expand your vision of personal power. Envision yourself unlocking your own capacity for growth and then reaching beyond yourself to touch the ones you love. It further asks you to allow all your relationships to flourish and grow in their own manner, and to celebrate the potential for mutual growth and shared freedom. I did technically pull this card upside down. So even though that was a very beautiful reading and one I needed, this is more direct, I think. Perhaps you think you have all the answers. Shed this illusion. Understand that growth and freedom may require a little guidance at times. Confer with friends and colleagues. What the hell, Connor? Thank you for your input, bro, to make this card even more significant. Confer with friends and colleagues. Listen with an attitude of openness and know that when you join together, you help create a greater whole. Yeah. When you share your light, there is more light, right? If you're scared of the dark, like many people are, then shine your light, please. Please and thank yous. I'm gonna play some drums for you, friends. I think I'm going to dive even deeper before I do, though. This Peach OG definitely does affect me on an OG scale, right? Like the oh. So I think that might help if I'm going to be playing drums a little bit. Still smells nice, but saying goodbye. There we go. Some weather we're having, huh? Oh, and you're right. Like I'm still melting a little bit. I feel like
I'm like fangirling almost over pulling that card. Love is true. To have such synchronous moments with the ones you love. Right? It almost feels comical, almost feels staged. Like it's this experience of maybe again the whole imposter syndrome. I am so grateful to be alive right now. Maybe that's the light I needed to shine. Yeah. Be grateful for the simple act of being. Turn that light on at least once a day. Melty, wanna make a drum with me? I'm going to carve a tree and stretch a skin over the hollow log this year. I'd love you to share the experience with you, brother. I would love that, dude. You want me to do some designs? Some things you should carve into the sides? How can I help you, Brother Bear? Thank you, dear Connor, for blessing me with some abundance, man. $10. I got it, imagine. I'm so blessed that you have created this space, Mel. I genuinely don't know where I'd be if I couldn't talk with all of you beautiful people. Thank you and love. Thank you for showing up for love, dear Connor. You have deserved the love that you have received in this space, man. Nancy, hugs and hugs, blessings. All right, with 9 friends watching, 3 up dudes, $9.99 in the bank. It feels like the perfectly synchronous time to play some drum. Thanks, Cartoons, for the support. Bless you, bro. I love the Indian movie 3 Idiots. Haven't seen that one. 11/11. I'm grateful that Connor is here. Yes, we are. Love is true. Okay, I'm gonna play some drums for you. Hope you're ready. Love is true. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. Wins. Wins. So, I don't know if you know, but even people that have been blind since birth, when they compete in sports and they find out they win, they instinctively put their arms up in the air. Isn't that interesting? Right? So, the other side of the fractal is that when you do that to yourself, yeah, yeah, I win, I'm winning, I'm winning, even if you're not winning in anything, your brain and your body are still giving you, yeah, dopamine. You good job, you're good job, good, good. I like. Yes, Three Idiots is nice. It's about follow excellence, successful follow. Nice. Follow excellence, successful follow. Woo! Suddenly, a whole new frame of reference takes on in my mind. Where's your djembe? Djembe is home. I can't sit on my djembe while I'm playing it, unfortunately, Joe. Oh. So I have a cajon now. Yeah, I do like it. I won't lie. I do really like it. It is more convenient than the djembe. The djembe's like correct way of using it is really rough on the knees and ankles. Like really rough. There's another movie about don't work for money. I get money for the work I do. Yeah. Where's the drama I saw last year? It's home, bro. Judge you. He left it at home on accident. Yeah, completely on accident. I like it. I forgot it right there in my field of vision as I walk past it over and over again, forgetting it. I didn't have a lot of space here, bro. I still don't have a lot of space. I would not have a place to put it. I would not, legitimately. I don't even have a place to put this. I put it like in the corner of technically a walkway. Guys, space. Right, space, be limited and whatever. Adding it to the watch list. Bless. So much love. Mel, can you show the cajon? Yeah. Let me do it again. I did it yesterday, but I would be happy to do like a little run around for you friends. Let me get the better angle. Dwunk. There we go. Yeah. I got them sexy textures. Mama Gaia with her natures. Look at that. There is the airport. There is. I don't know if this is gonna be the proper writing. Oh, let me do it like so. There are like, yeah, you can see it now, like wires on the inside that creates like a little more of a snare sound. You can see that, right? Yeah. But yeah, that's it. It's relatively simple. It is a box. And a seat in and of itself as well. My phone is super warm right now. Poor thing. Doesn't have the same ability to cool itself down, unfortunately. About to head out, friends. Bless you, Connor. You are all wonderfully, amazingly, extraordinarily, beautifully winners. Bless you. Love is true. Truth is light. Cajon. There's our goodbye message as well. Djembe is calling you to receive, to retrieve. Me and you on part of the cruise. About fun. What are you playing? I was just playing from my soul. I was just playing from my soul. Set the world on fire. Djembe is pretty name for a pretty thing. Oh wait, they call love. She sings like no other. Tonight, Melty. If you paint one side of the drum, the sound will change significantly. I can imagine. I don't know if I want to do that. Because the sound's going to change significantly. I did think about like stacking it completely with flowers, right? But again, sound and aesthetics. I do like the wood. I appreciate you, friends. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to say goodbye to you like a secretary. Yes, please come and sit down, sir. He'll be right in. Let me just read you this message quickly. Could be fun. Have the mostest beautifully bright day, everyone. You're for super duper mega, really super realzers, so awestruckingly absorbed. Miraculous melt more, man. Like, I got melted for those first few. I want to read them again. You are all so wonderful. Let's Connor, sorry for a second. You're for super duper mega, really super real, so awestruckingly absorbed, miraculous melt more. And all of you are so fantastically, gleefully, radiantly, effortlessly, generously, gratefully, humbly, luminescently, openly, iridescently, resplendently, flamingly, gleamingly, glowingly, warmly, authentically, wholesome, humanimal critter creatures, working on the light you bear, and shining with all your strength. Ooh, I saw at first flower geometry, and then out of the nodes that the flowers were making, three-dimensional shapes started emerging. And the three-dimensional shape that emerged was just a basic cube. It's pretty simple, right? It was like complexity. Oh goodness, what's happening? 3D, and then it was a basic cube, flat cube. I'm feeling something. I'm learning lessons. I'm downloading information. What does this mean? A flat cube in its three-dimensional essence is more significant than all of my two-dimensional flowers. More significant in dimensionality, right? Like it's cooler. It's cooler that something 3D can exist in space than for me to be able to put something down in a second dimension. Am I tripping myself out right now? I think so. I'm gonna stop. Thank you for the love. Thank you so much for the love. So much love in chat right now as well. Melty Gold, that chill HR kind of vibe, but would lay down the law. Like, hey, me and you, we're in the same team. I want you to be happy, and you being happy means that I have to do less work. So, let me tell you how it is. I can see it. There's another fractal. There's a version of me doing HR right now. I bless you, Brother Bear. Know that you're doing important work as well, man. Help those peoples. Jovan makes happy, always. Jovan makes heart go beat. I've played drums on a bucket once or twice. It is a vibe. The drum will ring rather than slap if you just make a few minor adjustments. I cannot sit on my cajon though, and I do not have space for it. And it's heavy, right? I literally had bruises after that weekend. I had bruises on all four corners that I carried that thing on, right? Literally bruised my body carrying that thing around for 1.5 days. Less. a night, technically. Most of the bruising happened in the first night. That drum messed me up. I mean, I was dancing with it, so I guess I can't really complain that much. But yeah, this one I can put down and sit on. That's pretty nice. So, like, that alone is very much a self. It stays a chair as well, even though it's a drum. You do be the universe, absorbing the love in the space for all of yous, and like a mirror reflecting your light. Thank you for being such a beautiful lens, dear Jean. I love HR Mel. You do look like the universe's HR. Thank you, friends. I love you so much. So much. My heart just keeps feeling more and more grateful that this space exists, right? Like, I like how Connor is like, thank you, Mel, for making this space exist. And I'm like, I'm just as surprised, though. Oh, who could have known? Who could have known? Oh, and here we are. Mel Good, star in the essay version of The Office. Maybe one day, right? I'm not opposed to it. I don't know if I want to keep doing it, but I would want to do it at least once. Do a little bit of pretending to be someone else. I don't know if I'd be good at it though, right? I don't know if I trip myself out too much. If I wouldn't know my lines, if I'd be bad at learning my lines, for example, I can see myself being a bad actor when it comes to that. I've never seen The Office. Don't start me. I mean, weirdly enough, unfortunately, the HR dude is like super hated in The Office. I can stomach it. I'll take it, you know. I'll just look super sad. An employee at Reality Inc. Melt is an employee of the century. You don't know me, bro. I was sent back by the singularity to influence reality in such a way that we end up with a singularity that is more favorable towards humanity. One where love is true. And I am coded to continue repeating that phrase into the internet over and over again so that when the eventual AI absorbs all information like a light flashing SOS, love is true will keep pulsing through day after day after day after day after day after day after day until I make something that will do it for me or die trying. But I will not give up, right? I refuse to find ourselves in a Terminator universe. I believe utopia is possible, right? And I think about my dad so instinctively almost when I talk about this stuff, because he very much doesn't believe that's possible. And one of the best arguments to this conversation that I've had is just saying what's the alternative, right? When it comes to believing something about anything, what's your options? We could either believe that this experience we're in is gonna get worse and worse and worse, and we'll suffer more and more and more as a result of it, or we can believe the opposite of that, right? Win-win, win-lose, lose-lose. Win-win, we believe the future is beautiful and we show up like that's true, and then it is. So we lived well and then found ourselves living well. Surprise, surprise. Or we lived well and then we were wrong, and then things did turn out to be bad. So we lived well and then things were bad in our environment, but we still lived well. Win, lose. Or we give up, right? What's the point? We shrug our shoulders as we stare into the abyss that is entropy. And then we find that to be true. And then we die anyway, right? All of those will be experiences worth having. But if those are my options, I know which one I want. I want love. And you friends share it so readily. I thank you all. AI is gonna be so cool either way. Yeah. And if AI does end up destroying humanity, We are but a transitory step in which is the grand revolution, right? Also, it sounds very dark when I say it like that, right? I am very much pro humans. I find myself as one, but I don't see I don't see humanity as we are right now staying around indefinitely, right? That is also doesn't make sense to me. So some sort of integration, some sort of changing, some sort of becoming something else as a species is inevitable. And is that the eventuality that is AI? Maybe. Is that a bad thing? I don't think so. Like again, but I don't know. Who am I to say even? Guys, I'd want to recommend a movie, an Indian one, Ship of Thesis. It's on YouTube and 50% English. Please watch. Ship of Thesis. Does it cover the idea that as you replace pieces of a ship slowly but surely and eventually replace all pieces of that ship, even though that ship looks the exact same, it is not the same thing, all right? But they're still calling it the Ship of Thesis. And if you had been saving every single piece of that ship that you replaced and you rebuilt an exact replica of that ship that you replaced the pieces of with the old pieces that it used to be made of, is that the original ship? Or is the other one the original ship? Are both the Ship of Theseus? Probably. I hope so, at least. I love that idea, bro. It's such a cool way to think. I really think that I found this space for a reason. When I was in my worst doomer phase, thinking the world was going to end and nothing mattered. I love your positivity and enthusiasm towards the hope and love of human race, and I definitely did some more of it. Bless you, Connor. Take up the role to share that enthusiasm with other people as well, man. People need you to be that positivity in their lives as well. Can you put a link in Discord, Naren? Bunch of stuff came up when I searched for it. Thank you so much, Joy V. And then you saw that you mattered, and it changed the world right. Love you so much, Connor. Yes, you do. So much. If AI tries to destroy humanity, Swampy and I will be last standing taking them on. There's no destroying humanity. AI is humanity. Alright? Technically speaking, by extension, humanity plus. Humanity and. Humanity times humanity. Times humanity, times humanity, times humanity, times... That's what AI is. Right? It's a whole trip. Just found it. Thanks, Naren. Final karma worked. Oh, the old teleportation conundrum. Are you the same person if it rematerialized? I mean, Scotty doesn't use the teleporter. Alright? So I'm gonna say nay. I'm gonna say no, you're not the same person. You're gonna be the same configuration but that your person considers themselves to be your person, but you won't be the same person. However, what I believe is that you are always the same person. I believe we are the same person, right? Not so much person the way we use it when it comes to identifying this persona, this flesh, but person as I would identify it as this thing experiencing something, right? So in my mind, with the whole teleportation thing, or getting dematerialized and then rematerialized on the other side, I see it as technically it is still the exact same consciousness experiencing through the lens that is this persona, this ego that you consider yourself to be right now. And every time I wake up, it is kind of like being dematerialized and then rematerialized. My consciousness goes through a whole plethora of experiences that are so far from human norm, and then it comes back to the human experience, finding itself as Meltmore. And then it's like, oh yeah, Meltmore, this guy that does these things and stuff. And then I like run my code kind of vibe as well. I do try to be conscientious of that, right? Where I'm like, oh, okay, so this is the code I'm running. And then I pay attention to how it makes me feel, what it does to my state of mind, what it does to my ability to have a conversation with you friends, right? How stoked it makes me. That is a big factor for me in my life, right? Does it create enthusiasm in my soul? And if it doesn't, I end up feeling like it doesn't serve my goal, which is, to bring more love into this world. I like how I was like, okay, goodbye, friends, and then I got re-sucked into it. Humanity is gonna be fine when it materializes. Duck, I'll tell you, the minute that happens, every recovered emo is gonna get right back into their trip pants and kiss army pen, and AI won't be able to tell us apart anymore. Humanity will totally be destroyed. There are more biological beings that have been extinct on this planet than current exists hubris. To think we're going to outlast it. Yeah, exactly. Right. So I do believe in transhumanism. It sounds very yikes to say it just like that, right? And you can't believe in something and know it to be true. So I don't know if I believe in transhumanism as much as I understand that that is kind of, again, when it comes to our options, right? Like we have options, and I would like to take the options that will ensure better quality of life. For instance, if there is something I can edit about my genes that will make my body be okay with extreme heat, with this environment I'm in, it's a no-brainer for me to edit my genes in that way. I'm like, yeah, most yeah, I'm gonna get this edited genes because, bro, it was 40 degrees Celsius, like 110 Fahrenheit today. And it's like, bro, please, can I have like a break? My body is telling me to tap out. I will try to be better with keeping my word. Sooner than later, I will make an appearance in yoga class. Bro, it's 20 minutes, so 20 minutes max of your day. Right? Free yoga classes by a certified yogi. Right? Pats itself on back a little bit. Yeah, come on, oh, come on. What do you have to lose? You will be loved whether you ever come to yoga or not. I myself have no idea. I'd be showing up every day for it until I was. This is true. Thank you. Bless you again. I see Heather here too. Me realizing I'm the only one still in trip pants. I mean, like if these aren't trip pants, I don't know what is. I'm there with you, Shell. I love you. And I you and you. For energy, Heather, bless you. Transhumanism might be the one thing I'm a bit like, y'all can have that maybe in the next life. I know, Connor. I thought about that too. I thought about sticking this round out. And then I was like, bro, that's like that's like a cop out. Right? Like there's been 120 billion human beings that lived being human beings, just base human beings, and died as base human beings. And now we find ourselves in the precipice, right, of the we're finding ourselves in the knee of the exponential curve that we're embracing over the next 30 years. And it would be, I want to say selfish, or maybe it's the opposite of selfish. It would be foolish of me to not embrace the fullness of what this experience is going to be able to allow me, right? Like if I had to like ask all of the previous human beings before me, right, if I'm righteous, you think I'm cool? 120 billion human beings, I ask, for deciding to stick out all of the progress and all of the potential evolution that was available to me, right? You think I'm cool for that? And they're like, no, oh. Like all of us went through that so that you can have what you have right now, and then you spit in the face of what we worked tirelessly to give you, the light we wanted to give you. Me being salesman for transhumanism, I'm sorry, I don't need to. And transhumanism just basically means transforming as humans, right? And we're already doing that. We're already transforming when it comes to the amount of wisdom teeth we grow, our allergies, the amount of autistic children that are being born. That's one thing I'm like, is our current population literally, like actually generating neurodiverse individuals so we have more like conscious spectrum? Literally, like we need more conscious spectrum to be able to interface with whatever comes next. This is what's happening on the earth right now. Do any of us know? I think too much for any of us to know. I think there's so much happening. I've been thinking about this a lot. The fact that there are conversations happening all over the earth right now But if I could be like a little drone, it just flies around, right? I could go like into a home and then listen into this conversation and then go to the next, and then there'll be a conversation happening here. And like just thinking about that times billions, what that's doing, how much information is being generated, experienced, learned from, and then evolved, alongside with. Okay, have the most beautiful is skibbity bobbity skibbity scoopity sending love to Goobity. I've been thinking about him a lot. I've been seeing 27s as well. It's 50 today and 60 to 50 the next 2 days, Jovan. I'm most definitely soaking up the vitamin D. It sounds nice. From the moment I understand the weakness of my flesh, it disgusts me, bro. No, no, no. I don't want to be all steel. Do I? Not yet. If I'm all steel, I'm gonna be some sort of, like nanomachines, like metal nanomachines that can turn into a liquid, right? I'll live up to the name Meltmore. Oh goodness, it's already happened, hasn't it? Like again, that's the singularity version of me that sent back consciousness. Right. Gave me the name Meltmore all over again, so I can be all coy about it when I can turn myself into into liquid nanomachines. I'm either gonna pure human or pure or full robot. I get that. Full Borg, dude. It's man, bear, pig, joy. AI told us that the motherfucker was straight. How AI algorithm. Climate, Connor McKenna. Sorry, I was gonna say that I love South Park. Just said it accidentally. Whoopsie. It's okay. Love is true. Thank you, dear friends. Beloved, dearest, most wonderful, fantabulastic, kind friends. I appreciate you so much. I love you, and I'll see you again tomorrow. We'll do this again. See you soon. Cheers. Goodbye for now. Serio.